Age of the Earth, for what it's worth. It's Rhyme and Reason 617.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here, and I want to talk to you about something that's very, very young when you compare it to what most people think or what common knowledge is around scientific circles. Something that's very, very young. Good old Mother Earth. Yes, that's right, Mother Earth, she's young. Don't you be telling her she's old. You can't look at your mom and say, "You look old, Mama." You can't do that, especially when the Earth is actually pretty young. It's not millions of years old. It's only a few thousand years old. Oh, I know, that's evolutionary blasphemy. I don't care. It's still the truth. Okay? So stick with me here. The age of the Earth, now this is going to be deep, it increases all the time. Yes, it does. And you're probably thinking, doesn't the age of everything, Tony? But I'm not talking about how Earth is another year older every year. No, I'm talking about how some so-called scientists have increased Earth's age by millions of years in just the past 150 years. That doesn't compute, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So why do they do that? I mean, why do so-called scientists, why would they do that? Because, the age of the Earth shouldn't be determined only by a worldview. Wouldn't you agree with that? I know most people listening to this would agree with that. There are some who might tune in and go, your worldview says it's thousands of years old, and how can you be right? You're probably wrong. Well, that's, you just talking weird there, okay? That's 150 years of millions of years of age on our good old planet, and according to an extremely reliable source, and you need to look in my show notes for reliable source because that's a link. According to that reliable source, these so-called scientists have doubled the Earth's age at roughly a rate of once every 15 years. In fact, since 1900, this age has multiplied by a factor of 100. Whoa. I mean, talk about needing a makeover. Mama Earth's just going to get old looking real fast, you know what I mean? So can you imagine how, like celebrities would feel if they aged that much or that fast? I mean, there'd be a 24-hour line at pretty much all the plastic surgeons' offices all around the country. But why do so many of these so-called scientists increase how old our little blue planet is by that much? Why do they do that? Because they assume something to be true that isn't. And you know what happens when you assume something, right? Okay, we won't go there. But what is their assumption? That there is no God, and that the universe and the solar system and all of us living under the sun are all here because of evolution. It's all just a result of natural processes. That's what they assume. But the problem for them is how far our technology has evolved. Yeah, I'm going to slip that one in there. That's right. Especially in the past couple of decades. Now, you talk about something evolving way faster. Yeah, our technology, our information has evolved, if you want to say that. I mean, evolve is just like a change, a process, but not the kind of evolved like they want to talk about. Evolutionary, like evolving from one kind to another, one creature to another, one species to another. No, that has not been going on. But changes have been going on at an exponential rate here in the age of information. And I would say especially in the last couple of decades, technology has increasingly allowed us to see how irreducibly complex even the design of a single human cell is. And that design implies a designer. That's what you generally think just in regular life, right? You see a design of a shirt, you assume somebody designed that shirt. You see a design of a computer, you assume somebody designed that computer. You make that natural assumption because it's true. And you see the design throughout everything here in creation, and yet so many people want to say it happened by accident. But, when you hate God, or at the very least you prefer there to be no God, then you have to devise and invent and basically just make up some sort of an alternative theory for origins. And as Shakespeare would say, or at least might say, therein lies the rub. Therein lies the rub. Well, that's Shakespeare. He was complex. But because almost all dating techniques show that the universe and our humble little solar system are young, scientists have a problem. And we're probably at, less than 10,000 years old. And I said I don't know because that's kind of a figure of speech. I do know. It's less than 10,000 years old. And yeah, that is the correct amount of zeros, 10,000, not 100,000, not a million. No, it's less than 10,000 years old. Radiometric dating, all these dating techniques, guys, I don't know what your technique is, but mine's radiometric. Anyway, that's kind of where they come up with these large numbers, except those techniques don't give you the large numbers. Their worldview does. But some might wonder why a words and music guy like me would care about topics like the age of the earth and evolution and science. Well, because, like a friend of mine says, ideas have consequences, and those consequences can be eternal. So that's no small matter. And like I've said many times, if matter's all there is, then nothing really matters. But fortunately, matter is a tiny fraction of all there is. All the universe is so small when compared to the all in all. He created this grand design, and he is a true friend of mine. And I hope he's yours too. Till next time, this is Tony from TonyFunderburk.com, where, as always, you should go on over there before, it gets to be December 31st again. Oh, don't think you got lots of time. It'll be here before you know it. Go on over there, get that merch tab, and get that t-shirt that says, Life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and